G'day, Spartan Millie here, and welcome back to our Alfa Romeo Motorsport Manager F1 2021 Manager Mod mini-series. Alright, so I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the Season 2 finale of our Alfa Romeo mini-series. So 3 races to go. Hopefully we can hold Red Bull off and secure 4th place in the championship. But just before we get into it, I just want to say a big thank you to Joey and Amaya, I believe. Sorry, I probably butchered that, but I'm terrible at pronouncing names. But thank you so much for commenting on the last episode. Make sure to leave any thoughts, feedback, suggestions in the comment section below, and you'll be featured in the next video. And also make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing if you're not already. 23 subs to go to 1,000. Hopefully we can hit it by the end of the year. If we do, we'll have a 10-hour Motorsport Manager live stream. Okay, so if you remember from last episode, we did actually leave off before we could design a new part. That episode already hit its length, so we're going to go ahead and start this episode with building a part. I believe we're going to do a suspension. We honestly don't have much time to work on a part, so we're going to try and just get as much now performance as possible. So try not to do the max ones and try and do, I don't like adding 10 days, it's only 4, and to be honest it's only 30, so this one's better anyway. Yeah, it gives you more performance, and then maybe we can, 6 days after the race, we can probably make it that. 15 days, and what is that, 31, yeah, that would be done in time. 26 days is a long build, but at least it's already a 17, and even if it's not better than the first part, at least we got a decent second suspension. So let's go ahead and build that while we work on the other part. Alright, so we had a sponsor run out. I feel like the front wing sponsor is always a short-term sponsor because we always seem to pick in a new front wing one. That being said, these are kind of long, not really though. What's the best upfront payment? So for 10 races we can get that one. I think that's what we had last time, to be honest, and it comes out all white on the car, so I think we're going to go ahead with that one again because 1.25 for 10 races is the best deal, as these are longer ones. So let's go ahead and get that one. I believe it's all white. Yeah, it looks clean. So we've renewed that sponsor. Melbourne GP is complete, third to last race of the season, and I've got to say I'm happy with that, considering that it was pretty wet in the second half of this race. As you can see there, we had an inter stint, then a wet stint, so we made up quite a bit of time on the softs. Being qualifying, we got a 5th and a 13th. Schwartzman in 5th. He almost snagged pole, but it just wasn't dry enough at the end of the session. But yeah, very close to getting pole, but 5th is not bad at all. He ended up finishing 8th. He just couldn't pass Alfa Romeo for some reason. Russell wins this race, Schumacher on the podium, and the McLarens actually might have dropped points. No, I think 3rd and 4th. Hamilton's nowhere. Hamilton's really been letting down Mercedes in the constructors. Ricciardo out of the points on his home race. Disappointing for the Australian. Verstappen splits us right at the end of the race. But yeah, decent Melbourne GP. Alright, so Jeddah GP over and done with. As you can see, there's 6th place for Schwartzman, down in 14th for Leclerc. We had the qualifying pace. We were 4th and 10th, both in Q3, which is a good surprise, I guess. Leclerc's not always a Q3 set driver. But yeah, to be honest, I'm getting sick of these rain races. We see all the good results done in the all dry races because obviously we got light footed, we can beat them on strategy, but when the rain's involved, it sort of neutralizes that, as we don't have light footed for the inters or wet. So a bit frustrating there. I really want to see, hopefully Hong Kong's all dry. I think it will be, so we can actually get a gauge of how fast that car is, and hopefully we can get a podium in the last race of the season. But Russell wins this one, and Piastri Norris round out the podium. Okay, so that suspension is done, and just a quick sneak peek at the performance of it. It is the best suspension on grid, which is quite exciting because usually I don't have the best suspension on grid. It's a part I neglect. But we could have 2 1.7 suspensions that will be top of the range, which I'm really excited for. But I've just sort of slapped together this rear wing. We honestly don't have that much time, but this is a really quick build. As you see there, it's actually -1 somehow, but I think it's going to default to being built in 3 days. Oh wait, components -1. Yeah, I don't know. But 3 days before the race, it's going to take 3 days to build. We got 5 days. Yeah, don't try and do the math. Who knows? But it's going to be a decent rear wing, 1658. We may as well build it. It's a quick part, and if we have time, which I don't think we will, we can try and get it to that 1699. But that is being built now. And our final part build of the season is going to be this front wing. We're going to build it. It's going to take right up until pre-season. Hopefully it's done. I've done the quick maths, and hopefully It is done 1 day before the new season, so if all works well, we'll have almost a 1700 front wing, which is an improvement on our current part. Obviously, we'll probably be able to upgrade it. It's got raw risk, but it's for next season, so we're going to go ahead and build that, and hopefully get it on the car in time. Alright, so going into the final race of the season, to be honest, there isn't much to watch, as McLaren have pretty much secured the constructors, and Russell has mathematically secured the drivers. So, in fact, I think McLaren might be mathematical. So with half the wins, Lewis Hamilton has really let them down this season. Schwartzman's outscored him by a fair margin, so that just goes to show that maybe Hamilton is on his way out come the end of the season. Haas got 0 points, so we'll see if they can somehow jump Prem in the last race. I don't think they'll do it because, they haven't got a point in the other 22 races. What's going to be different this race? But hopefully they make me eat my words. It'll be interesting to see if they can stay in. But yeah, not really much to watch here. We're 38 points above Red Bull, so it's going to take something major for us to lose 4th place. But yeah, highest ranking team without a win. Not bad, we take that. But on to the final race of the season at Hong Kong. Alright, final race of the season in the books, Hong Kong GP. And we go 5th and 12th, not too bad. All dry race, I did wish for that. And we went so long in the softs, I thought, why not try out the supers at the end? And it wasn't too bad. I knew we had 12 laps left, so I thought, surely we're not going to kill these tyres, and they actually lasted a lot better than I remember them lasting, so maybe that's a bit more of a strategy going forward. But yeah, anyway, just something there to try at the end of the season. Russell wins yet another race, Schumacher 2nd, McLaren's next, then our boys Schwartzman, Ricciardo and Verstappen in the points, but nowhere near enough points to overtake us. So 4th place secured. Leclerc finishes ahead of Hamilton, who's just slowly been making his way down the grid throughout the season. And yeah, that is the 4th season of this save and the 2nd season of our Alfa Romeo chapter wrapped up. And there is the confirmation. George Russell is your 2024 Drivers' Championship winner with 15 wins, 21 podiums, 2 DNFs. He's got a podium every race he finished, as there is 23 races in a season. Very impressive stuff from George. He was quite dominant this season, except for when we won. It was always McLaren on the top step when we won for some strange coincidence reason. Speaking of McLaren, they will win the 2024 Teams Championship or Constructors. Piastri 2nd place with Lando in 4th. They were consistent. Both cars had somewhat equal parts. I feel like Lando got better parts towards the end of the season. But yeah, Trevor Kylan steadying the ship that we built so strongly quite well, so good on him. Alright, so 4th place prize money time. Let's see how much we get. 86 million. Wowee. That is quite a bit of money. We're getting 2 million every race as well, as you can see there. So we're up to 300 million. That's why I'm just building parts like crazy, even if we don't get them on the car in time. Just building parts because we can afford to lose a couple $100,000 on a part that we don't even use. So we're taking that risk. Team boss of the season, it's Spark Millie again, baby. Woo! We take that. Massive from us there. And then Mick Schumacher, he put in a shift for driver of the season. That's one I can get behind. If you have a look here, 3rd place in a Ferrari, not bad at all. Didn't win a race, Leclerc did, but yeah, especially towards the second half of that season, Shuey was always up there on the podium. Okay, so 2025, nothing changes next season reg wise, which is interesting. It doesn't happen very often. Usually there's something really minuscule that happens, but everything got rejected this year. And AlphaTauri decided to remain in Formula 2. That is very surprising because Liam Lawson won the Formula 2 championship. We'll have a better look later on. But if we have a look here, they were only won by 9 points over High Tech. They're both other High Tech, so I assume there's an F3 one. So they were on the other 2 spots. Lots of blue on the top 3 teams, which is interesting. Not really, but it's something. Dan Ticktum just misses out on the championship. But yeah, not a bad Formula 2 there. Interesting. Haas are actually saved. Similar to how Alfa Romeo was saved earlier on, if you remember. Alright, so this is interesting. I've never seen this before, I feel like. But Vips has actually been saying throughout the entire season that he is listening to offers, wants to leave, and he's actually got one from Andretti here, which is good for him, I suppose. Again, we don't really, oh, okay, he's already gone, but we didn't really use him. We didn't use him once, actually. So we're going to have to sign a new reserve driver, but to be honest, I'm not that cut. Yeah, sure, 37k will take it. Good luck, Vips. No bad feelings there. Alright, so I'm hanging out for the car update because I really want to see how good the next year parts are, but we've got a sponsor offer here. Wow, holy smokes, this is some big ones. So we've got AMG, which are only offering us 3 million. Okay, that is over 100 races, but it craps on the other one. So I guess for the game's sake, we accept Ferrari, and the story behind having Ferrari on our car, will be is that, I mean, we are using a Ferrari engine, aren't we? So it kind of works out perfectly. 100 mil, we got the Ferrari logo on the car. Looks kind of nice. Not quite the same yellow as Shell, but or Amazon for that matter, but sort of matches the tyres, so it looks very nice. Alright, so time to fit all the next season parts, and I don't know why top speed just shot to the top. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe it's a bit bugged out at the end of the season, but we're going to go ahead and equip that 1853. Make sure we got the second best part on the other car. Yep. And the engine 1800. Yep, second best part. We didn't get a next year engine. Again, they just take so long. So, and then front wing, we'll go ahead with that one. That's a 1697. Big improvements there. Look at that. We're using a 1628. Now we're jumping up to a 1708. So good advance there next year pass. Only 5 reliability there. We didn't get to work on that. We're too busy working on the suspension for like the last 2 races. But that's fine. Reliability doesn't carry over to next season. 175 on the gearbox. And then we're going to go ahead and chuck that on. This got a high rule risk, but again, we built that for a quick performance now rather than performance max, so that's fine. We'll go ahead and put that on. And then just on the suspension, I'm kind of really excited to see what happens here. As you can see, it's purple, so best on grid. I'm just going to quickly double check that we got the best parts on. Looks like it. Yep. Alright, let's have a look on the columns. So still 7th on top speed again. I think the column's a bit bugged out. 4th best acceleration. There are 2 weakest points in the car. 3rd best on brakes. 3rd on front wing. Best suspension, we knew that. And 3rd on high speed. And 3rd best car on grid. So we have overtaken Ferrari. Hopefully we can challenge Merc and McLaren next season, but that's a tough ask. We know how good they are. Alright, so car design unlocked for next season. Could be our last season on this save, and with Alfa Romeo, we'll see. I wasn't really planning on doing 4 seasons, but I don't know if we're ready to challenge for the championship just yet. Hopefully we are. That would be fantastic to have a bit of a battle, but let's quickly go around and have a look at the other championships. Obviously, we know how ours finished. Russell won drivers convincingly with 15 wins compared to Piastri's 6, but McLaren were able to get it done on the constructors. Haas for 0 points was saved by the Formula 2 champions AlphaTauri not wanting to come up. I never really understand that, because come on, the prize money in Formula 1's got to be better than winning Formula 2 again, surely, even if you finish bottom. But anyway, Liam Lawson staying down there. I don't think he'll stay down there, to be honest. We'll probably see him back up in Formula 1 for his sake, hopefully, and Yuki Tsunoda probably as well. But interesting, Valtteri Bottas still racing as well. So that Formula 2, and Giovinazzi's down there too. Interesting. And then Formula 3, we'll have a quick look here. Try to win that. I can't remember if they chose to get promoted. We can probably have a look here. Oh, looks like they stayed. But again, I don't understand that one either. But I mean, they want to do that anyway. And then if you're interested, IndyCar. To be honest, these guys probably, yeah, absolute. I have no idea. I'm clueless on IndyCar, to be honest with you. But if you're interested, there you go. You can pause it. World Endurance. Not many teams there, is there? But go work our way down. And yeah, that will be it for Season 4 of the Save and Season 2 with Alfa Romeo. I hope you enjoyed the season as much as I did. It's been so much fun seeing our boys develop over the year in our car. We'll take 4th place any day of the week. Fantastic to finish above Red Bull. And hopefully we can beat out Ferrari and at least challenge the top 2 boys next season. But if you have enjoyed the series so far, please leave a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Road to 1,000. And leave any thoughts, feedback, suggestions in the comment section below. And I'll see you next time out as we start the next chapter on our Alfa Romeo journey.